What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? Welcome back to the show. If this is your first time joining us on this show, welcome to the show. We got a good one. My man Jay Pharoah is on, the man of many voices, the wonderment of SNL, who could transform into any character you've ever seen and now has since been doing so many other wonderful things. He's so funny, so talented. Love Jay Pharoah. We have a couple of sip-saps, and we start to chit-chat. It was great. He's on the road. Please go see Jay in a local city near you. I think it's Jay Pharoah Live. We talked about it, but check out Jay Pharoah. Go grab some tickets. And I am on the road right now. Come see me. Me and Bobby Lee are doing Bad Friends Tour. A big, huge tour. 33, 34 cities. Who knows? We're adding shows, adding dates. Go to badfriendspod.com, badfriendspod.com to get those tickets. Enough rambling from me. Let's go to that episode.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean it once again. Today, it is Jay Pharoah's in the house.
You just did a Twister impression. That
like
was
that?
fire. That was the Busta Rhymes.
Chicago, and that's me from Chicago, like Twister.
From
I'm Chicago, yeah.
Hey,
Twist
man.
and I grew up together. Cheers. On the same block, you know? On the same block.
Had the same block.
Same block, Twist and I.
Ran the same circles.
I mean, technically,
smashed
the
same
street
chicks.
probably goes all the way up to where I lived. So maybe...
But you might be telling the truth. That's what's so charming.
No,
about it.
yeah, no, I don't. Twista and I, no. Different worlds. Also, much respect to Twista.
Dude.
One of the greatest of all time. I think that's the kind of stuff that our age range, we're close in age. I think I'm a little older. You can tell in my face.
I mean, you know, it's
Yeah.
Well, you are Caucasian too. Like I'm gonna look, I'm gonna look 25 until I die.
Yeah, until the end of your life.
Right. We don't
And that's
start
fine.
silvering and graying until like 3 years before it's over.
God
like
bless.
a lot of us.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, but those that do, it's tough.
Yeah.
Is there a word for them? People that gray early in the black community, is there a word?
Anomalies.
Anomaly, early
Yeah.
silver. Yeah.
Early silvers. God dang it, the fox, the zaddies. That's what they
zaddy.
get called.
Yeah, they call them
They
zaddies.
get called zaddies. I wouldn't mind. I mean, listen, I am not hoping that I gray early, but if I had a couple of joints, it would just add to the flavor.
It's the style.
It's the style.
Look, it's like how you play it, right? Like LeBron, right? LeBron with his hair, he makes jokes about it now, but you're like, at least he plays with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For a long time, it was like a hush-hush thing.
Right.
And now at least he jokes about it, and it's a little, so the more you do that, the more people are like, oh, okay, well,
It's
I
fine.
like it then. If he doesn't take himself that serious, then I'm down with it.
And it takes the power away from the people who are trying to just like, all right, you're LeBron James. What else? Okay, the one thing that's messing up in your life is your hairline.
That's it.
Everything else is great.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
You're winning. Like,
Yeah, you're
like,
good.
You're real shit. So.
It's just tough when it gets patchy. Is when it gets tough. When it looks
Oh.
like you took a piece of tape and
Dude.
went to a barbershop and went.
But there's
That's
so
tough.
many different. Well, if you look at what an honorable mention, well, it's not honorable at all because we're about to talk about it. But yo, Kevin Durant's head,
Yeah,
bro.
tough,
Like
yeah.
the back of that is.
That's interesting.
It looks like it's Brillo. It's it's like when you go in the water and you see like the sponges and you see them collectively in one spot and then you see like clear coral and that's what his
what
head
it looks like.
That's
Yeah.
what his head looks like.
Kind of looks like the moon. You see a graph of the moon. You'll see like little chunks of different colors. Kevin Durant listening right now, pulling out his earbuds, really sad.
He's a man. Hey, look, there's help out there, bro. There's
Yeah,
help.
you could get it.
You can get it.
You too can get it.
You can listen. You're off. How long are they off on the season? 3 months? They get 3 months off?
Yeah, you got it, man. You can do it.
You can go get the FUE, get
Yeah.
your little plugs and
Tick, tick, tick,
everything.
tick, tick, get it put in, baby.
You can get it. Don't do it by a machine. Get an actual doctor to do it that understands African American hair because listen, our stuff is curly, so it will curl back in your in your scalp.
Let's say the first one of the first guys that did it did it
Deion
on.
Sanders?
Did he? Was he the first?
Well, yeah. Well, Deion Sanders is definitely. Well, he was gone and he got resurrected. Like, I know it's
Got brought
Easter.
back?
Easter just happened, but it took more than 3 days. But he got it back in like 6 months. He
Got it back.
He got it back, man. I just think it's funny when hair doctors are bald. It's like, bro, like bro, I suffer alopecia, so I walked in a place to see if I get, see what could happen.
Yeah.
And the doctor walked out. He was bald. I left. He was like, "Where you going?" I was like, "I'm leaving." I was like, "Dude, if you can't help yourself, you can't help me."
Yeah, no. But you know what's so funny? Every time I've ever heard people that get LASIK, LASIK doctors all wear glasses. So you're like, what's the math?
Yeah.
What's the math there? Something's missing, dude.
Like a fat trainer. What are you doing here?
Today we're going to do circuit.
And
I'm going to sit and eat.
It's like, what the fuck are you going to do?
Give me a little bit of help. All right, so I want to talk to you about a million different things.
Sure.
But first off, I want to bring this up just because I was just shooting a movie with him. You just did a movie with my boy Jermaine Fowler. You did, and I saw a preview for it literally 2 days ago. I was in the theater, and The Blackening is coming out.
Dude.
What, in a month or two? A couple months, right?
It's coming
a couple
out.
months?
Yeah, Juneteenth is coming out.
Oh, it is Juneteenth?
It's Juneteenth.
Okay.
How black is that? That's real black.
Yeah, well, keep it black.
They wanted to make sure, the only day they could have released it on would have been Kwanzaa to make it, you know what I mean?
A little more black.
A little more black, but dude, right on the 19th. So shout out to Jermaine Fowler. But yeah, I saw the preview for that movie when I was going to see John Wick.
Me too.
I was just
That's when I saw it.
Yeah,
that's
I
when
was just chilling in the theater, yum yum yum, eating my popcorn, yum yum yum, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, is that me?
That's me, baby.
And then I'm looking around like, oh shit, and they have no fucking idea. It felt so good.
It does, except for one person that's like, he's sitting right there. Jay Pharoah's right there.
He's right to C3. That's his seat. He tried to come in with a hoodie on. We know his eyes. He had a mask on.
We saw. All right, tell me your when you go to the movie theater. What's
I'm by
your order?
myself. I'm solo.
Oh, really?
I'm
Always?
dolo. Always.
Wow.
I don't want to answer questions.
Ah.
I feel like a lot of ladies become chatty patties and they'll ask me these questions. I'm like, this is my first time seeing it too. Like,
See, I make my wife sit 3 rows back. That's how we do it. I buy a ticket for me. I buy a ticket for her, and then she's like, "K, why am I K12? Wait, what are you?" I'm like, "That's weird. I'm H4. That's nuts." Well, love you. See you after the movie.
was it AI fucked it up, right? AI fucked it up. So you said, so do you do that for real?
No,
I'm about to say,
she
yo,
would
that's
kill me.
That's kind of genius.
She would kill me though if I put her over there. If I was like, they ran out of seats. She looks around. That's just open seats everywhere.
Just you like.
But I go like this. So she knows that we've done this dance before where, you know, if we're both going to be inquisitive, but you just wait to the end to be like, what was that shit about in the blah, blah, blah. She knows now because at home we've gotten enough arguments where she'll go, where is that guy from? And it's like, babe, how could we know? Nobody knows.
Exactly.
We're going to figure it out together.
Listen.
In the theater, she doesn't do it anymore.
We're both virgins to this movie.
Yeah, right. This is we're popping the cherry right now.
At the same time.
Right.
So it's like we let it get popped and then questions afterwards.
Right. Then clean it up afterwards.
I don't know. I love my mom to death, but I don't know how my dad does it. Like, yo, she'll sit there and interrogate this man the whole movie, and he will answer he'll have an answer to every question. I'm like, I know you bullshitting on some of that. There's no way that you know all of this when we're all coming in here for the first time.
Maybe he wrote down predetermined answers. Where he was like, this is what I know she's going to say some shit about this, so maybe I'll answer this like this. That's because of years of dadding. When you've dadded so long, he's got that shit locked and loaded. Dads always have an answer. No kids yet.
Man, my second one is on the way right now.
Congrats.
Man. Thank you. I found out during the Super Bowl it was wild.
Can I have your second kid? I can have the second kid.
I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, me and Rihanna's baby. So, yes, whatever.
That's right.
It's
that's
me and
nice.
Riri's.
Okay, good.
I identify as a baby father. It's not shit you can say. You know what I mean? Like,
not in this culture, not in this day and age.
That's the world we live in.
That's just the way it is.
It is. Hey, it's so easy too. I don't even have to talk to the baby. I just watch on television and I wave. I cheer us on.
There it is.
Every time we get an award, every time we sing at an award show, I'm like, go, babe. Yeah,
you stay winning. Great job at the Super Bowl. Your kid did a great job at the Super Bowl, man.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
But what I said to myself was, babe, do you really want to reveal it at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like, you could wait.
You could wait.
But it was everybody was looking, so she wanted to do it. So I was happy.
There you go.
To accommodate.
God bless, man. Good for you, bro. I'm happy for you.
Me too. I'm so happy about my delusion. It's great.
Before we get away from it, I want to know, when you get snacks in the movies theater, give me your snack order before you get in the movies.
Oh boy, gotta get the large bucket of popcorn.
Gotta be a
do
big
that.
boy. Yeah, gotta be a big boy.
Gotta be a big boy. I'm a reformed fat kid, so yeah.
You were fat when you were young?
I was a little fat. I was a fat.
You're in great shape now. When
Yeah,
did you lose all of it?
When I was 17.
That was the turning point. You were
Yeah.
like, no more of this bullshit.
I was depressed. I was at a bad place, and I had to lose weight because if I didn't, I probably would have done some untoward towards myself. But it didn't work out like that. Yeah, real talk, bro.
Yeah.
I was scrutinized and I was joked everywhere, like church, school, neighborhood, the house, So, man, it was dark. It was dark for me, but we got light.
Yeah, you saw through it.
Yeah,
when you
I saw
were a
through it.
kid, when you were a kid though, and you were a heavy kid.
Yeah.
Was it just because it was a part of you and who you were that it was like I liked sweets and I didn't, and that was my thing, or was it like you were eating to cover up stuff? Were you bummed about a lot of shit? Was it a tough? Because you had a tough go as a kid?
Food just tasted amazing. Like it was.
Yeah, it does.
It's just some great shit. Like Krispy Kreme. Honorable mention to Krispy Kreme when that shit comes out like right out of the red light.
Yeah, man.
And it's like it's dripping.
Yeah, man.
Like, why wouldn't I eat this?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't, you're gonna dangle this in front of my face. I'm not gonna eat it. Oh well, on the diet. No, fuck that. I'm eating
it.
I
Yeah.
was I gotta be careful, Andrew, because if I don't fucking run, if I don't keep this shit off, I'll start looking better than my woman. Yeah, I'll be
That's
like,
how
yo,
it goes.
you need to get your shit together, and I ain't even go down to Brazil and get a BBL, bitch. This is all natural. You got to do something because
Yeah.
I look great.
This is natural.
Fuck
This is
it.
all natty.
This is non-GMO, baby. You know what I'm saying? 100% organic. So what are we doing? This
Free
is
range,
this
baby.
is
I'm free range.
This is rice milk. What are we doing? Like this is rice, oat milk, everything. This is all organic shit. You need to get yourself together. So I lost 75 when I was 17.
Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, 75 is a lot when you're a kid because you don't weigh that much when you're that young.
Nah, I was 250 and I lost 75 in 4 months. That shit was crazy. But
Wild.
like I said, I had to do it. So whatever. We ain't got to talk about that.
Well, did you play sports when you were a kid?
I was in football.
Yeah.
I played football.
Wait, let me guess. Hold on.
Yeah, you know.
How tall are you right now? You're 6'3"?
6'2".
Yeah, 6'2", 6'6".
Yeah.
So I would say back then you probably you're on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a corner. You play corner?
I played corner at one point. Yes, I did.
Okay.
But most of the time I was either a guard. I was a guard.
Okay.
Guard or a tackle, guard
Tackle. Yeah.
You know.
Because I was gonna say in my mind I feel like you feel like what you would do is probably lose some of the weight to get to a place to show off that you were quick. You know what I mean? Where you're like, I'm quicker than my body.
Right.
Watch me lose the weight and prove to you that I'm quicker than what I look like.
I didn't even know I could dunk until I was 20, bro. Like it was.
Oh, really?
I got up there. It was.
Are we talking one hand or two hands?
We talking like one, bro. Like jamming the bitch. Like getting up there. Like I was like, what the fuck? It's almost as if I had on the same shoes that Lil Bow Wow had on, and like Mike. Remember the Jordans?
Yeah.
It's like I had them shits on and they were working, even though they were fucking New Balances. I remember that. I dunked in some fucking New Balances, but I did it, bro.
You might have been the first and only dude to dunk in New Balances.
In New Balances, yeah. I mean, I'm sure a lot of middle-aged dads have attempted it, but
they touch net. They'll get a couple nets.
They touched
Oh, actually, you know what? That's not true. Is Kawhi's New Balance? Isn't Kawhi Leonard's shoe company New Balance?
Oh shit!
I feel like he is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he is.
He's different.
Yeah, he is different.
Kawhi is not. He's different. He doesn't talk a lot. He's just
that laugh haunts my nightmares.
I think he might be. He might have a little bit of spectrum on him.
Well, people that know that saw that clip, because I love the dude, but when I saw that clip of him laughing,
I don't even know where you're sitting right now. Like he's a serial killer.
It's so good.
O.J. Simpson was like, all right, he the one you need to question, motherfucker. That's the one you need to talk to right there. Him. Yeah, talk to that motherfucker.
He killed my wife.
Yeah, he the one.
The
that
way
did it.
he laughed, I watched it a dozen times.
That was a
night.
stab laugh.
I was like, holy shit, that's the creepiest thing. And then he went home and saw it and was like, what the fuck? I need to address this.
Yeah.
I need to do something about this. I need to get my laugh back out there. I need to re-up a new laugh.
But then he stopped and he was like, no, let them think I'm weird.
Yeah, good for him. Fuck it. Yeah, whatever. He's that good of a hooper that it doesn't really matter how weird your laugh is.
Kawhi Leonard, God bless him and his Harriet Tubman braids. God bless him. He does, man. He's got they're fuzzy as shit. Like him and Jim Jones. Like shout out to Jim.
Keep it fuzzy, man. Keep it fuzzy.
Yo, it's almost as if they get him done and then they just roll around on the ground. It's like, who have you been wrestling? Like you just got them finished? Who are you wrestling? Rikishi? Did he do the butt thing on you? I don't know. Shout out to Rikishi. Follow me on Instagram, man. I'm such a fan. I love Rikishi.
Did you go to
One of them. WrestleMania?
WrestleMania? Yeah, it was just here.
I
Yeah.
wasn't here, bro. I got invited. I did get invited because I know a couple of the people there. But I didn't get a chance.
You missed out. I could have gone. I was busy. I had Sami Zayn come on the show because we've been compared to each other over the years on the internet. Every time Sami Zayn is on something, people are like, Santino's, I didn't know you were in WWE. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. It's never ending with that dude. But he was a wonderful guy. I mean, I loved him. And you know what's funny is like when I was a kid, wrestling was big for everybody when we were kids. And then somehow, it waned away from me. And I know guys, like I have friends like Dan Soder and other comics that are still like, they're hardcore
Love
into
Dan.
it.
Love Dan.
And I wasn't as big into it later in life. But when we were kids, man, it was like it was the coolest fantasy I'd ever seen. It was cooler than any fantasy movie that was presented to me because it was like you got to see these guys that in your mind were 100% that was exactly who they were.
Absolutely.
You believed it regardless of everything. You knew, but you still were like, dude, that's...
I thought The Undertaker was a Satanist for at least 2 decades.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
he was Mark Calloway, like the motherfucker
Right.
who likes to cook Angus beef and
Right.
talk about bull riding and shit. I was like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
This the
Aren't you
Undertaker?
the devil? Aren't you the devil?
Ain't you Satan's son? Ain't you son of perdition? Ain't that you?
Mhm.
I used to, The Rock, shout out to The Rock, and he's always, Dwayne Johnson is always giving me love no matter what. That's why I'm giving this shout out to him on Whiskey and Ginger because he did give me a shout out on the Fallon show.
Oh, he did?
Dude, he was like, yo, he's good, man. He's good. Yeah, he's real good. He sounds just like Jay is really talented. Yeah, he's a real, he is. He's good, man. He is. So when I saw him at the, because I went to the Black Adam premiere, you know what I mean? Because I said, man, look, all my dudes are in the movie. You got Aldous Hodge, you got freaking Mo Amer, so happy for him, and you got Dwayne Johnson, who I love. So I'm like, yo, let me go to the premiere. Went to the premiere. I'm chilling there, sitting. The Rock walks past. I say, yo, what up? He was like, hey, Jay, what's up, man? Yeah. He was like, yo, me and Jimmy were just talking about you. I was like, Jimmy, what the fuck are you talking about? And I didn't know what he meant. He was like, yeah, I'll send you the bill. And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I get all these tweets that he talked about the impression on Fallon.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. He didn't have to say shit, but he did.
Yeah.
That's why I will always be Team Dwayne Johnson.
Team The
Fuck
Rock,
yeah.
baby.
Team The Rock. I told my reverend to know his role and shut his mouth. It wasn't a reverend. It was what the fuck? He was a deacon. We got different, different hierarchies in the church, but he was a deacon. I told him to know his role, shut his mouth, and I told him I was going to take his Bible, dust it off, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up his candy yams. He said I said ass, so I got punished, but I really said yams.
Yams.
And I was trying to explain that to my parents, but I had strict apostolic parents, so they were just like, no smackdown. My mother took my television out of my room and put it in the hallway for a year. I was like,
year?
A year, bro.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I know. I was fucked up. It's fucked up beginnings for me, Santino. It was a lot of strictness.
But you know what? You grew up like I feel like if your parents had any church in them, where like we grew up, there was we had strict, but as years went on, it got slower, and then my sister got like. No strictness. It was like if
were
you were the
older?
oldest, yes, older. Yeah.
Yo,
so I got everything, man.
It was reversed for me. Like
Oh, really?
My sister did everything, and I'm the baby, and I couldn't do shit.
You got in trouble?
I
The
got in
baby usually gets
trouble.
away with whatever they want.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
The only thing I think I got away with was just jerking off. But even that, I got caught like twice. You know what I mean?
2 times?
Just twice.
You didn't learn your lesson the first time?
I didn't, Brett. I didn't.
Change your plans, man.
I didn't, Andrew. I didn't know that my dad. Look, okay. So my room used to have 4 storages in it, right?
Yeah.
And they used to keep different stuff in there. So sometimes they would come in and they didn't say anything.
Mm.
So It was 2005. Remember when the white tees were hot, them long ass dress shirt white tees?
Yeah.
So I had one, right? And I was going to town, and it was black. And my dad came in, and he was he just wanted to go put some shit in storage, and he just busted in. And you see me with this long ass white tee with this heart on and it's and I couldn't say anything, so I just got up. I got up, moved, and walked out in my dad's face because he knew what I was doing. He just was like this. He knew.
All in my white tee. That's where all in my white tee came from.
That's where all in my white tee came from. Because I damn sure did it. All in the white tee. And that shit, I leaned with it and rocked with it.
All in my
nutted.
white tee. Look, and you know what? I think I would say percentage-wise, 70% of us have been caught. The 30% that got away, sly foxes.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
They're gonna
before
get
they
you.
die.
They're
It's gonna be
gonna
their
get you.
grandkids or some shit. They're gonna walk in.
Well, now, and then you get older, and then we go home. You know, my wife and I go back to my parents' house, and you got to hook up in your childhood bed, which is still, because my parents still have my old bullshit little tiny bed, and it's all crickety and you know, like it's the original headboard from the old bed. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. So it's literally
She's
got to be like.
Does it? I've never done. Well, I do have something similar to that. Doesn't it make it? It makes it a little more because you got to be more careful. Then it's more erotic.
It's hotter for some reason. Yeah. Because it's wrong. Because you know they're downstairs cooking dinner, and you're just like, we got to knock this out right now.
Talking about how pure you were at 12.
Right. It's true.
I remember. Oh man, my dad would probably see this, but he knows already. It's fine. We talk about everything. Like that's.
He'll love you no matter what.
Yeah, it's like you made this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when my ex from MySpace.
The MySpace days, baby.
Oh man, you remember
what was
shits?
your screen name? You remember your screen name?
It was J Hulk.
J Hulk.
J Hulk.
Okay.
That was because as I was rapping. I still spit whatever, but I was like all black. Okay, let's just put it out there. All black kids, probably in their teens, rapped.
Yeah.
Let's not.
And for the black kids that didn't rap in their teens, what do you have to say for them?
They skateboarded.
Right.
They
Okay,
were
good.
Pharrell.
You got to do one of the two.
Yeah, you got to.
Or you skate and you rap, and then you're Pharrell.
Pharrell.
Yeah.
Then you are. But he didn't. I mean, okay. No, I'm doing something in the water. He did rap. Shout out Pharrell.
Yeah.
Shout out Pharrell. But damn it. Let's go back to what the fuck I was saying.
No, you said you were rapping.
I was rapping.
Yeah, when you were young.
I was rapping when I was younger. And I don't remember where the fuck I'm going with this.
No, you're good. It's the whiskey kicking in.
The fucking whiskey.
Whiskey kicking in.
The whiskey is not. No, I want to get this off. No, I have brain cells. They're working.
Yeah, they're gonna kick into full gear. We were talking about. I said, what about young black kids that don't rap? You said me,
I got
like every
you.
kid. Yeah,
I
see?
got you.
I got you.
Okay, so we were talking about the spaces that you do, twin beds and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
My space. My ex, she looked like Nia Long. She was bad as hell. Bad as I don't know what. But she was a stripper in the blood. She told me that 3 months after we were talking.
Holy shit.
Like, oh yeah, that's something that you kind of want to put in the manual before.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me
open
know.
the box.
Let me know.
She didn't say shit about it. But so I was in my parents' room, and you know, you get it on the bed. Right on the bed. And I do it. And later that day, my dad comes back home. He was like, I know you did something in here. And I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out what it is. I know you did something here, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out exactly what it is. I know you did something, though. What you doing here? I said, nothing. Exactly.
Perfect response.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I did nothing. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Boy, woo. That was a fire one, boy. We reenacted, me and her reenacted Soul Food. It was so dope. I was Mekhi Phifer. It was great. Been a freak a long time, Santino.
When was your first time? When did you lose your virginity? How old were you?
I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
18. And she was what? 38.
No. She wasn't 30.
You didn't go for the old one?
No, she was like me. I didn't smash anybody older until I think my 7th time.
Give me the oldest.
Oldest that I smashed, I was 28 and she was 39.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like the older ladies because I know they got a lingerie closet and they got like little furry robes and shit. And they got them long ass Cruella DeVille cigarettes.
Like this. I'll be right back, Jay.
Yes. Young man.
You just sit there, Jay.
I'll put you on the wheel, young man, if you do a good job.
So I like that and them little fuzzy slippers. I don't know why. Something probably happened to me when I was a kid that I don't fucking remember. But I know something happened when I was 6 in a nursing home. But anyway, it was all good.
Okay.
But I have always liked older. I've always
Older
fucked
women.
with
Yeah,
older
that's
women.
been your thing. Huh?
I've always thought they were sexy as hell. Even like when we were, watching like porn wise, bro. Like I wasn't ever into the newer joints. I like Kendra Lust and Lisa Ann and all them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You,
yeah.
you,
Oh yeah.
Look like that always. Kendra Lust always gets it done.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people say Sarah J gets it done, but Kendra Lust always gets it done. Shout out to Kendra.
She's the best. She's the homie. I'm gonna see her when I go to Detroit.
She is. Yeah, she's. Oh, word.
She got introduced to me through Rogan because she's a big UFC fan, and I met her out there, and then she's come. She and all her friends have come to every show I've ever done when I come through Detroit. Like almost every time, she's shown love. She's like a massive comedy fan. It's so funny that there's such a big crossover between their world and our world. It's like constant.
I mean, when you look at it, it's just entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment, and their version is, this is me maybe giving us all too much credit, but their version is so vulnerable, and then they see ours as super vulnerable.
Yep.
That a lot of times other live performers, other versions of performance that aren't live, it's just not the same, right? Like live, what we do is so oddly hard, and not to give ourselves credit, but like I think that's what they see in us. That it's like, ooh, that's a kind of tough. That's a tough gig.
Yeah.
It's a lot of praise and a lot of hate, and a lot of praise and a lot of hate, and then speckled and easy moments in between. But then it's just these mountains of climbing, of up and down. Like we talked about right before we started rolling. There's shows that we've done over the years that, man, they hurt. And they either like, I'm not going back to that fucking city.
Right.
It sucked.
Yeah.
But it's the stuff that you have to endure to get better, to get stronger at the thing.
Absolutely.
So it is what they see. I think they see that in us, that they're like, that's a vulnerable, crazy job. Stand up in front of these people and talk for an hour and make them feel something.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And they got a vulnerable, crazy job too, making people
Put those legs over your head.
Yeah, put the legs of complete strangers, making them pop their tops off, man.
In here, we pour whiskey.
This episode of Whiskey Ginger is sponsored by BetterHelp. I've talked about BetterHelp so very much on the show, but that's because I believe in it. I really do. I'm somebody that suffers from depression and anxiety. Depression anx. That's the way to say it. And look, it's not fun. But I will say many people suffer from it. And not everybody that suffers from it could benefit from BetterHelp. I do believe that if you just need to talk to someone to get through your day, it definitely does help. If you spend a lot of your time doing for others, it's time to do for yourself a little bit. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life. Keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind, okay? If you're thinking about starting therapy, this is probably the best way to do it. It's from the comfort of your own home, okay? It's not in some weird, bright, oddly lit room with other people that you don't know. And it's just as personal because it's the comfort of your own house, speaking one-on-one. Which I do really love. I do really think it's super beneficial, and it's also cheaper than in-person therapy these days, which can get a little pricey, and the economy is not so good. So if you're thinking about giving therapy a try, why not try out BetterHelp? It's entirely done online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire. You're going to get matched up with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge whatsoever. I believe in it. Talking to someone definitely helps through those tough times. And even though the summer is coming, fun is on its way. Why not get stuff off your chest that's weighing you down so you can have that summer bod you've always dreamed of in your mind? Your mind bod. That's what I'm talking about. Find more balance in your life, you guys. Find it with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/whiskey today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/whiskey. Again, visit BetterHelp.com/whiskey today to get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/whiskey. Hey, Bespoke Post and their box of awesome is just that. I just got one in the mail literally today. The Snug Pack, baby. I got to tell you, Bespoke Post is incredible. The box of awesome comes to your doorstep every single month. and you kind of forget it's there, and then 1 month, boom, boom, it pops up on your front doorstep. It's the best box you're going to open. They've got you covered from camping gear essentials to cookout must-haves to drinking game accessories, and they have so many different things. It's hard to wrap my head around it. They had beard oils for me last month. They also had a cool little pocket knife. They have a ton of different boxes across a ton of different categories, gadgets and gadgets. They've got the Frontier was the pocket knife. The cask they sent me was barrels that are handcrafted from American white oak. You can that's been charred to create your own smoky cocktail. They have the Forge, which is the steel knife made by Buck and Bear Knives, located in Pennsylvania. But they've got so many cool little knick-knacky, wonderful things that are wonderful for you to use for yourself or give them to somebody else. Be generous. To get started, just take a quiz at boxofawesome.com, boxofawesome.com. Your answers are going to help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release a new box every month across a ton of different categories. Each box is valued around $70. Hey, you're going to pay way less than that. Plus, every single box of awesome, you're supporting small businesses. Come on. 90% of everything that comes in your box of awesome is from a small and upcoming brand. Support the Lokes, my friend. It's free to sign up. You can skip a month at any time or cancel. Why not give it a shot? I love it so much. Great for me and also a great gift idea. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code whiskey at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. Code is whiskey for 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com. Code is whiskey.
Ginger. I like gingers.
He's like, hey man, don't let that whiskey get you out of your character. I'm like, it's already happened.
You're fine.
We're
I'll
good.
pour you a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think you need a little bit more. Why not? Just a little bit.
Yeah, you want to hear some shit.
Well, you know what? I do. You spill your beans, baby.
Woo! I haven't said anything really.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good. You're good.
yeah.
You're good. Also, you're a free man. You do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
This is a great
Good
world
thing
we
about
live in.
Not being in a relationship. You know what's dope about not being in a relationship? Not that I'm not, but when you're not in a relationship, you don't have to respond back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like having to check in. Like, it feels so good not checking in.
Just flying free. Yeah. There's no moment in the day where you go, I have to go. See, I have to do that.
Right.
I have to. There's not set hours or times, but you better check in.
Right.
You gotta check in.
There's only, I would say there's probably only one person I guess I text every day, but the rest of you motherfuckers, nah,
You're not
man.
checking in.
Nope. Don't care. Don't
Good
care,
for you,
Andrew.
man. Good for you.
You know?
Good for you.
It's happening, man.
Well, then, because when you do settle down, then it's check-in time, but you're not settling down, so you're good.
But I feel like as a Libra man, and I feel like
When's your birthday?
October 14th.
16.
Get the fuck out of here.
Same guy.
That's
16.
That's why. Okay,
There
I
it
was
is.
like, why?
That's the connection.
Why do we fuck with each other's energy?
Other than the fact that we're just two young black men in the world just getting through. Other than that, outside of that, it's the Libra. It's the Libra.
Two
mentality.
black men just trying to survive every day. Just
trying to get through.
trying to get through, man.
Trying to get through.
Trying
man.
to let people know that we matter. Just that's what
Fact.
that's what it is.
Libra lives matter.
Libra lives fucking
LLM.
matter.
I know everybody asks you, and I'm not going to. Everyone asks you impression stuff.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I don't give a
but
fuck,
I
man.
want to know. Has there ever been one? Because for people that don't know, which everybody who's listening assumably knows, that you're a phenomenal comedian, an actor, and an impressionist, a cast member on the greatest institution of sketch comedy history, and
Mad TV. No, I'm fuck with you. Fuck with you.
Wild and Out.
Yeah.
Um,
Mind of Mencia.
Mind of Mencia. No,
That
he was on
my
Schumer's show.
breakout.
No, yeah, it was Inside Amy.
Jesus, is there another one? I mean, Chappelle.
Well, Chappelle.
Chappelle, but that was.
and then if we can't mention the same breath, Chappelle and Key and Peele, because Dave might get upset about it.
I mean,
That beef was so weird and so short lived because I think he realized it was so weird. It was such an odd thing to even get mad about.
well, the thing is, Chappelle is such a genius. He's a genius that is going to inspire generations, probably thousands of years.
Yeah, sure. He'll go down in history as one of the greatest of all time, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's already been cemented.
So, if you have that title, if there's anybody else that is in the ethosphere of whatever, it's
Yeah.
like do you even need to address it? Not saying like, yo, Michael Keegan and Jordan Peele, they have done amazing things.
Yeah.
No bullshit. They
Yeah.
have, of course, when there was a void on Comedy Central, they kind of filled that void a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Of course.
But Chappelle is Chappelle, and they even know that. Chappelle is Chappelle.
Yeah.
And does he even have to, he doesn't even have to address a situation like that just because of the caliber of comedian that he is, that a lot of folks will never get to that level.
No. Most. You say
Most
most. The
of
word most.
will
Almost
never get to
all.
Almost all comedians will never get to the level of Dave Chappelle where you can bend reality and still be in reality and be funny.
Yeah, I mean, he's transcended. I was shooting a movie in Australia, and
Which one was this?
this is called Ricky Stenicki. It's going to come out at the end of the year.
I've seen you killing it. I've just got to say congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Look, I even saw you in House Party. I said, yo, Santino is for the culture.
They called me up. They called me up. They were like, "We need a white." I was like, "I'm on my way."
It was so, I'm like, yo, bro, you have done like so many culture movies. Even weren't you in with Jonah Hill? Weren't you in that joint?
No, I never worked with the dude.
You didn't work with him.
No, but I love him. I wanted. You're talking about You People.
I thought
right?
you were in You People too.
No.
You weren't in that one.
No,
you
you
were
know
in
what?
another. I saw you in another movie.
But a lot of people we know were a part of that movie, which was kind of wild to see how many people. It's funny as I've grown in my career, and you can say the same thing, I'm sure, from when we started when we were young, and then you get older and you watch like all of your peers and stuff, and it's almost surreal that you're like, dude, I know everybody in that movie.
Yep.
And that's not like a bragging right thing. I just mean you started with all these people. So then as you get older, you literally watch them rise and do their own things.
Yeah.
And it's impressive to watch multiple people that you started with doing things in the same thing together. That's why I said, like, you know, with Jermaine, and it's like, it's so weird. It's so wonderful to see people have cultivated their careers and what they're great at and grow together and do things. I don't know.
Absolutely.
That is one of those things where as I get older, I do love that shit. I love that shit. I love to see people that are good, who work hard, get shit, and work together on good shit. You're like, oh, this is fucking fantastic. Because the outside world doesn't really know that version. You know what I mean? They don't understand. That's a tough thing to communicate because how much work it goes into doing the thing. I mean, when did you start? When did you start in the business?
Shit. I mean, I started doing stand-up at 15, 16.
Yeah, I was going to say 16 is what I thought.
But I didn't get into, like, Charlie Murphy took me to road when I was 19. So that's when it kind of started. Like, he started introducing me to people.
Where did he see you first, Charlie?
He saw me in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
And that was all thanks to shout out to my old head. I gotta say it, Freeze Love. He was on Malcolm and Eddie. He played Hector, the repairman. But he introduced me to Charlie. So after
Did he
that,
put you on, and then that's how Charlie saw you,
he
or
put
no?
me on.
Yeah. Wow.
He put me on. Like he said, it's like, yo, Charlie, there's this kid in Virginia you gotta watch. And Charlie was like, yeah, man, shit. Yeah, we'll see, nigga. And he came and he watched. He was like, yo, man. When you did that Cam Ride Dipset shit, I was on my back, sharing laughing like a turtle, man. Take you on the road, man. You ready? And it was like, after that, like, he started taking me on the road with him. Like, I met so many people through Charlie. I met Fabulous. I met Omarion. I met all of Eddie Murphy's family, except for Eddie Murphy. And
Except for that, you're like,
man,
you know, I'm not mean that dude. Yeah.
Not that dude. He didn't. That dude.
But everybody else, I knew the other
every-
35 Murphys.
Bro, I knew all of the Murphy. I even knew. I'm not gonna say that. I'm trying to remember the name of the show. It was a show called Murphy. I was gonna add it into the joke, but
like
nah,
Murphy
I
Brown. I even
didn't.
met Murphy Brown.
Yeah, Murphy Brown. Murphy Lee. I met all the Murphys except for Eddie Murphy. I didn't meet Eddie until 2015, but Charlie was he definitely was so nice and accommodating, and definitely would tell me, yo, man, tell you some real shit, man. You got the same chops as my brother, man. I'm not lying, son. Like, I watch him, like, I know you do, man. Shit. I've been around this man. How's that make you feel, man? Scared? I was like, well, actually, the face is scaring me.
Yeah, no. The way you're looking at me is freaking me the fuck out.
He's got convict vibes. He did.
Yeah, he'll fuck you up. He feels like he'll fuck you
Dude,
up.
I remember. Yo, Charlie told me this. He told me He would say, yo, Jay, man, if you ever get in a fight with somebody, man, he say, hit them on the back of their knuckles as hard as you can.
Hit them on the back of their
On
knuckles?
the back of the knuckles. That way, when they hit you, their hand will break on your face.
Oh, shit.
Fight one, man.
This dude.
Fatality, motherfucker. But that's real shit.
He was a genius. That dude was a fucking genius.
Did you ever work with him?
No, man. I wish. That was one of those guys where, you know, you'd always hear the lore of him. You'd hear stories about him, you know, from other comics or other people. And
always good stories.
Oh, man, they were. They really, like, everything about that dude. Like, even the stories that Dave told on that show.
Absolutely, Andrew Santino. We'll
Dave,
talk a little shit.
Yeah,
What's
but Dave constantly, he goes, when we were in Australia, we were backstage with Dave. He kept going, look at hair, Bill Burr with hair, Bill Burr with hair. He kept saying that. Hey, check out Bill Burr with hair.
Is that that's who's calling you?
Yeah, Bill Burr with hair.
You say, hey, everybody, check out Bill Burr with hair.
Little Billy Burr with hair.
Little Billy Burr with hair.
And then at some point, I was like, you've said that 100 times. And Donnell.
That's because it's still funny, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wait, what did Donnell say?
Donnell was like, he ain't nothing like Bill Burr. Nothing like Bill Burr. He don't look like Bill Burr. He kept saying that.
Is that shit? Let me ask you a question. Was that one of your idols that you were looking up to when you were
Burr?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like when I was young, I mean, I still look up to him. I think he's one of the greatest that I've ever seen. I mean, I think he's
84, right?
83.
83.
Yeah,
Okay.
83. Yeah. But when I was a kid, I mean, I think like the people that I started to see that influenced me that I thought that I was like jealous of, it was an array. Like I thought.
Can I guess before you say
Yeah,
anything?
go ahead, do it. Yeah, tell me who. Yeah.
Carlin?
I liked Carlin, but it wasn't like my like, that's my guy.
Okay.
Well,
Fucking,
there was only one guy that I fell in love with when I was a kid.
Dice Clay?
No.
Really?
I never. No, I'm not. No, that's no hate. I just mean there was one comic that
Mitch Hedberg.
I loved Mitch.
I'm trying to figure out.
Well, we already named him.
Who is this guy?
We already named him.
Who?
Eddie.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Eddie.
I always think Caucasian.
You went to white guys. You went to white guys. I get it. I get it.
Because
I get it.
Culturally appropriate for everyone.
Eddie was. I don't even remember who showed me Eddie when I was a kid, but I remember seeing him probably when I was like 13 or 14 and just being like in shock that I was like, he was more than a comic. He was like a entity. It was different.
Mm-hmm.
And so other comics were fun. There was a lot of other comics I loved as time had gone on, but when I was a kid, I was mesmerized by that guy. I thought he was just a magician of vibes. What
special was better to you? What's special? Which one of his two specials do you like the best? Because I know which one I like the best. And
I don't honestly. I mean, I don't. It's hard not to say Raw just because I feel like
you a Raw head. That's cool.
I loved it.
I'm a Delirious. I like
Delirious was great. I don't know, something about Raw just felt like it was like everything I wanted comedy to be.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, it was great. It was like, and that's who kind of, because I kind of have that. I kind of have that like, fuck you, fuck this is fucking insane. What the fuck are we talking about? I like that. Like I that was always what I loved about comedy was it was like, look at this fucking chaos. I liked that so much. That's why I liked Greg Giraldo and those guys and Patrice, and I liked all these guys that kind of had this sardonic, dark. Yeah, he was great. Yeah. I fucking loved him. And Patrice and that crew of guys that were kind of like fucking fuck this bullshit. It was fun. It was what I kind of loved because I had a little teen angsty thing, and you know, because my dad and all this bullshit. You know, because my dad was in prison when I was a kid, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I grew up, you know, with a single mother for a little while, and my stepdad, who was a great guy and changed our life. But I had all that teenage angst. So it was like, it was hitting at the perfect time for me as a kid to be like, Eddie Murphy Raw was perfect for that. Like, fuck this bullshit. I love that idea.
No pussy is worth, what did he say? No pussy is worth $150 million. No pussy. There's no pussy worth $150 million. And then you see Carson's wife in front of the National Choir like, just oh man, that guy to be compared, okay, to look like this motherfucker so much and why would I say motherfucker? To look like this person so much
Yeah.
and to have similar sensibilities, I feel like even on SNL, it made it harder for me.
You think it made it harder when you were on SNL?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
But do you think it? Well, I want to get to SNL stuff too because I think. Do you think because your repertoire was deeper than most, and I'm not saying anything about anybody else. I'm just saying deeper than most.
Hey,
It just is. It just facts are facts. Yeah.
like over 200. Let's talk.
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
deeper than almost everybody, particularly people that you were working with when you were on the show. Do you think the pressure? Well, do you think the pressure of that
Facts.
was? Do you think the pressure of that made it almost more difficult and then more scrutinized because that was such a specialty where they were like, well, if Jay doesn't do this exactly how we think it should be, then it will be flushed, put aside, not written. You know what I mean? Pushed away. Because the scrutiny's harder for those that are better. You're always going to do that. Look at athletes. You're going to criticize LeBron's last shot way more than a fucking someone off the bench. It's just the way it goes.
That's dope that you you said LeBron, you know what I mean, and comparatively.
Well,
like,
you know what I mean?
No bullshit.
If you're one of the best at the thing.
Look, absolutely. I've said that. When you're so gifted at and talented at that.
Yeah.
If there's a slight, like, bro, if it's 83%, it's just not regarded as. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, he did this other 100. Why the fuck he didn't do this one at 83? It's like, well, bitch, I have over 200 of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So it's like, you want me to master every single one?
It's impossible.
Like, fully? Like, come on. I'll get the essence of a person, you know?
Yeah.
And I would say being so talented in that space definitely made it harder for me in stand-up. Because the impression is so great, the joke has to be just as good, right?
Yeah, that's
there.
true. That's true.
And it's like it's a lot of pressure in it. There does with the territory, it's a lot of scrutiny with the territory.
Well, yeah, because you're right. Because like I said, I think that's the toughest part about what you had to face in the tenure at SNL was. Because you were kind of the go-to or the one that did that thing better than anybody.
Anybody, yeah.
Well, then it was like, well, of course you're going to get more meticulously picked apart because that's what you do. Versus, let's just say I go on there and I do.
You do Bill Burr.
And I do, yeah. Oh, dude, fucking this guy, Jay Pharoah. Love that guy.
This fucking guy is
Pharoah.
Fucking
Jay.
Pharoah.
His fucking beanie's hanging off his head like he's the fucking summer winter for this guy.
How the fuck does it stay on?
Yeah.
The fuck is it glue? Is it Gorilla Glue?
It's
What is he doing?
It's glued. It's glued.
It's glued to the back of his head.
Black people's hair doesn't hold up beanies. Yeah, but if I do that, if I go on to do something, it's going to be laughed at.
Even though that shit was spot the fuck on.
It's pretty good. It's all right. It's pretty good. That one's good.
But shit,
that's my one. But I'm saying you didn't have that luxury of that, that thing. So the pressure you felt like was harder because of it at SNL.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
And then another pressure where you are writing actively, bro. Like I would write 3 sketches a week. It would get pulled.
Who was head writer when you were there? For the most part.
At first it was Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
And I love Seth. Love Seth to death. I love all the head writers or whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I felt like Seth really was trying to help me out because I was a kid. I was 22 when I got the show.
It's wild.
I was a baby. I didn't know sketch for real. I had funny ideas, but I didn't know how to articulate them in the best way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But did you get help from a writing team at all when you were there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Brian Tucker. Brian Tucker, my guy. Also wrote at the Chris Rock show. John Solomon, Andrew, Rob Klein. I was about to say just Andrew. We're not putting this Andrew in there.
No.
James Anderson and Kent Sublett. Like all of those guys, I feel like really were advocating for me at the time.
Because they took what you were doing and they were like, we can package him and make this
Yep.
work. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and like, dude, I had like ADD is serious, bro.
I got it.
You got it too.
We've been doing it.
And-
This show has been a lot of ADD.
Yeah, it has, but we have, you know what I like about it? Every topic that we have talked about, we have flushed it out.
Yeah,
We've
you get
talked
some.
about
We
it.
get the juice out of it.
Absolutely.
yeah,
But we
we-
have to go back and
Yeah.
because we both have
Yeah,
the
we
shit.
have it,
We
yeah.
have the thing.
Yeah, I call it the tree ADD, where it starts here and it's a great place, and then it breaks off. But I do go back to the tree, and then I got to go back to another branch. I can't help it.
Does it make you feel good when you forget something and then like 5 minutes later you're like, yep, oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that happens to me
It's like
constantly.
a fucking
That's
accomplishment.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Do you
That's
coach
what acid
yourself?
flashback feels like for people.
Do you coach yourself?
What do you
Like,
mean?
All right, all right, cool. All right, cool. Like, for instance, if I'm washing my clothes, all right, cool. Separate these, put this in there.
Yeah.
All right, turn it on. I mean, heat. I mean, do you
Oh my, yeah, I have to
coach
section
yourself?
off my whole day, otherwise I'll lose everything.
okay, because I talk to
Otherwise,
myself.
it's chaos.
Right. I
Yeah.
talk and coach myself.
Oh,
like-
100%.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy.
No, bro. I speak to myself in the shower.
Okay.
I'll be in the shower going, here's what we have to do today. And I'll have fucking lay it out. And then my entire day will be predicated upon remembering what I said in the shower. Like, you had to do this, and you had to do this. And you said, and what did I? When I washed my ass, what did I say? Oh, yeah, with the dog. Yeah, I do have to go do the thing for the dog. Oh, yeah. Dude, if I don't lay out exactly what I need to do during the course of the day, I'm
Fucked.
gone. I'm gone. And it's not due to
Absolutely.
laziness or apathy.
It's because my mind is wandering.
It's got all sorts of
all
other.
over the place.
I'll start thinking about something, and then I'll get lost in something. Like I'll think about something or get into a project or a thing, and then I'll just and I'll disappear, and I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot to. So if I don't set the standard of it, I'm fucked.
How is washing clothes for you? Do you have to sit there in the room? You have to stay. You have
Well,
to
first of all, it's
make
a
a concerted
fucking
effort
nightmare.
to stay
Yeah.
in there. Absolutely.
Well, I delay it as much as I can because I know it's a big thing.
and then
'cause-
the shit is piling. the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
up.
dude, I'm the
Yeah.
fucking worst. I was never good at that. Like I was so bad at that shit. I wait till one load is 7 loads, and then I'm like, fuck. And then I start to get going where I'm like, you know what it is? When I have to leave, like if I have to go out of town, like when I start, I'm leaving in a day or whatever,
Yup.
then it kicks into full gear. We're like, okay, we got to do it. I procrastinate like crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my biggest shortcoming is procrastination.
And do you procrastinate because your mind splits and goes to other shit, and you're doing other
Yeah,
shit?
I'm thinking about.
and you
I've got
forgot?
50 other things. Yeah, 50 other things, and then I'll get back to it. Also, I've tiered what's important, right? Like I've done that in my life now, where I go, this is not that important. I will put this bitch off. Like I just know. Like I look at it, even though like a normal person would be like, well, you should. I'm like, I know, but fuck that shit. There's so many other things I care about. I'll get it. I will get it. You know what I mean? I will, and I do. But it takes me a minute. You're on tour. I saw you're on tour the enther year pretty much until December.
Yeah.
You're moving. Yeah, you're
Like,
moving.
When the fuck am I gonna shoot this special while I'm on the? I already know.
When are you
got
shooting?
it.
When are you doing a special?
I mean, I have the material. I know where I want to shoot it, but I don't know when I'm.
You know what
shooting it.
city you want to be in?
I know what cities I want to be.
You want to tell me where you want to go or no?
It's either gonna be Phoenix,
Love Phoenix.
Denver.
Love Denver. That's where I did mine. Love it.
or You did in Denver.
I did in Denver, the Paramount. Yeah,
Oh,
Paramount.
fuck.
Yeah, I love Denver. I mean, we have family there, so it means a lot to me. Colorado means a lot. Denver means a lot. Phoenix is also fucking great.
Phoenix is dope. But I find like, okay, I've narrowed it down to those couple of places, and also LA just for like cost and production value. Like,
Because you're here.
yeah, because I'm here.
You're here.
Like, okay, you get a crew, whatever, we can shoot it. But I find, man, now I feel like I have the chutzpah where I could shoot it wherever the fuck I want. Like I could
Yeah.
shoot, except for San Jose and fucking.
What's wrong
San
with you can't,
Antonio.
San Antonio? You said, yeah. San Jose, you could do one of the Sands. You pick one. San Jose, you might do fine.
Have you been to San Jose?
I don't think I've ever played the Improv.
You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. So I'm just look. You my bro. I'm like you don't need to do it. You don't need
You don't like it?
It's not okay. I like the people there, and I had it was okay for me.
You do the Improv, the San Jose
Yeah,
Improv.
My opener hated those motherfuckers. I thought they were cool, but they're just a little too cool. Like they don't laugh hard enough for me.
Who's your opener, by the way? Do you take the same person all the time? Or
Absolutely, AJ Foster.
No? AJ Foster.
He's
Shout
from-
out to the Foster.
He's from northern New York. I met him
Upstate.
upstate New York. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they say upstate up there. Well, I don't
Yeah.
give it. They get all uppity about it.
Well, you know,
upstate New York.
They're fucking a lot of them. Not all of you, but a lot of y'all are weird and corny. So let's just say
You know
that
what?
shit.
Because you know what that is. Because when somebody goes, "Where are you from?" They say New York, and they go, "Oh, where?" And like, you from Brooklyn? And they go, "No, I'm
Motherfuckers be like,
Albany." You know, whatever.
have you noticed that the crowds out there are a little weird?
Upstate?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just me.
No, I mean I loved it, but it's a different world. You know what it is? It's because when you go to New York and you're in New York is a thing. New York is its own unique, wonderful beast.
Absolutely.
And then you kind of in your mind, you're like, well, I'm still in New York,
Yeah.
but you're not.
Yeah. No.
You're way up there. You're
No,
way
it's-
out. You're in a whole new world, man.
You're in New York, Mars. That's what the
Yeah,
fuck you are.
yeah. You're in New York, Mars. Mars, it's got to be the shoes. You're in a whole new place when you get up there. You're in it's a different world, and that's fine. But I think we've tricked ourselves as comics to think New York, New York, New York, and then
Yeah,
you go
no,
do it,
it's
and you're like,
not the
no, that's
same,
not the
bro.
same shit.
It's not the same, bro.
But how many cities are you doing on this new tour that you're doing now?
I don't even fucking know, Andrew.
50? I mean, it's a shitload. I looked; it was absurd.
It's gotta be at least 40 plus. at
Yeah, it's
least.
insane.
Yeah, but you too.
Well, I'm doing. Me and Bobby are doing a tour now for a couple months, and then when I'm done in June, I go to this charity event to go do this big charity event that I like to do, and then I'm chilling.
What
Then
we're
I'm
d-
done.
But we're doing. You're doing.
Oh, I'm doing Bert.
You're doing
Yeah,
Bert shit.
but I'm only doing 4 with Bert and you because you're on more than I am. I think
I think I'm on like 7.
7 or 8.
of them.
Yeah, I think I saw. I'm only doing 4 shows because at the end of our tour, I can loop it quickly back. So I'm doing Gorge, Washington, and Northern California. I'm doing everything on the West Coast. That's the only thing I could do. And I told him I'll do those, and then when I'm done, dude, we're adios for a little while. I got to go away. I haven't been home in my home for real in 2023 for more than a week consistently.
Oh man,
Gone. It's
So
been.
you just want to like chill in your space.
I
understand
want
it.
some. I don't know. I don't even know if it's here, but I just want a piece of respite. I want a little bit of leave me alone, go away type of shit.
Dude, I usually take one day for myself. Like when I'm on the road.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm here at the beginning of the week, but during the weekends, like I'm doing the
You're
fucking
out.
city, whatever. But I always used to have a day like I would just recharge for myself, and that has been eradicated. So
You got to get it back, man.
I
You got to get it
need
back, or you're
that
gonna lose
day.
this, man. The brain goes away. You start to kind of lose. But for people at home, it's like it sounds like champagne problems. It's like world's smallest violin. It's like, oh, you're fucking killing it on the road, big deal. But you kind of don't get to be you sometimes. You don't get to
Right.
just like chill in your element and whatever your thing is. Like, what's the maximum, Jay Pharoah? This is what I love the most, to chill out in my own world. What's your thing? Is it like cooking a meal by yourself? Is it fucking getting high and watching a movie? Is it like, what's your thing?
Getting high and playing Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. There
That's
it is.
my
Right,
shit.
right. Getting high and playing Call of Duty.
That's so simple.
No,
but
that's perfect. That's what it needs to be. It should be simple because it's all complex. You go into the airports and this and this and the show and the hotel and this and work with the feature and then a patrol manager, the elements and the details, right? And then when you get home, you're like, I just want to get fucking lit up and play Call of Duty. Because you need it to be easy. Yes.
Absolutely.
Are you playing with fans ever on Call of Duty or no?
Nah, I don't play with fans. I mean, there's a fake Jay Pharoah out there who's like
Masquerading as you?
but he's on Xbox and I don't fuck with Xbox. So it's like it's so funny because I'm like, I know that's not me because bro, I hate Xbox, bro. Like
You're the PlayStation
I'm a
cat.
PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
You know
So
I
what?
mean?
This Jay Pharoah that's over on Xbox. Listen up, Jay Pharoah on Xbox. Better cool it the fuck out before he find your IP and know where you are.
Hey, look, you do what the fuck you want to do, bro. If you feel good being somebody else, look, I got a lot of impressions. I know how it is, so impersonating me probably feel good.
Yeah, that's pretty meta though, right? You've done it your whole career, and someone is impersonating you. It's kind of meta, man. That's kind of inside. What's the one impression that always got you couldn't do? What's the one that you were like, you couldn't
do?
No. I mean couldn't do the way you wanted to do it. Stumped you, so to speak. What's the one where you're like, God damn, I really could never get a hold of it the way I wanted?
Jesus, I don't know if there's a
There hasn't been one that you've tried that you were like,
don't
I
think
can't
so.
do it.
Like, cause eventually I get it.
You're gonna get it.
Eventually, like, I think at first it was P. Diddy, but that was just more of a Like
self-critical hurdle? Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you were like, I needed this to be better and better and better.
Right. But
Because he was so big, you know?
But it's but it's also like the people I really do impersonations of that are great are people that I'm fans of.
Right.
And if I'm not a fan of you, like, then it's not gonna be as good.
Well, you're probably not going to really commit to it then, right? Because you're like,
Right.
I don't fucking like that.
So I had to connect to the Diddy juice and get and make the impression better. Because at first it wasn't good. It wasn't.
Well,
good
I'm
at
not
all.
putting you on the spot because I don't want to do that. But let me say this: if I could name hip hop artists from our youth,
Right.
I just want to see if you even tried them before. I'll try. You know,
Everybody that you're gonna say, I guarantee you, I probably got
You
one, but
tried,
Go ahead, but go
right?
ahead.
Rakim.
Oh wow, no,
I threw you the biggest curveball.
Like he's straight
Well, because
up,
you said that,
like-
I was like, all right.
like he got the spirit bomb, like the Kamehameha wave.
Right,
you
right,
just
right.
fucking put it together, Goku.
Oh,
Like
I had you, dude.
Okay, I've never tried rock. I've never attempted.
Okay,
it.
what about Nas?
Yeah.
Nas, you have.
Nas, I got. Yeah, nasty godson. It's just regular. Like it's you know what I mean? Like it's
Nas feels like easy to you.
yeah.
Who's the hardest hip hop artist from our youth that was the hardest for you to get to?
Probably Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that's specific as fuck. You know what's so funny about that? Because people don't realize his voice is almost, and this isn't, I'm not being disrespectful, it's almost common in a weird way where you're like, it's
Sounds
almost,
like a regular black dude.
right, it's so regular, you're like, it's not specific. It's not out there. It's not like, oh, he does that thing.
He doesn't have a thing.
No.
It's just a black dude talking.
Yeah.
He's little mini me's with a bunch of little mini yous walking around your backyard swimming pool, over 80 million records sold. And I ain't have to do it with 10 of the 11-year-olds. Let me say that shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck.
What you say is what you say. And then Eminem came
Yeah,
in. You got an Eminem impression.
No, dude, honestly,
fucking
I was always impressed by that dude because he was like, he was
ha. He was like Mandark off of fucking Dexter's Lab. You remember
He went
Man-
Dexter's Lab. Yeah, he
Remember
was.
Dexter's
Yeah,
Lab?
yeah.
Hey, look, just for the record, I wanted to smash the mom. I thought she was always bad. Look,
Where's she at now? Can we get a hold of her, please?
erased? Yeah. I don't think it's not. I don't think it's wrong wanting to smash certain cartoon characters.
It's
I
a
don't-
cartoon, man. Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit. She was.
Well, bro, are you kidding me? That was like, they sexualized her so fucking much. It was so comical. It was almost a part of the joke, was that they were like, look at how hot we can make this cartoon.
But you
Yeah.
can't fuck her.
No, you can't fuck her. Yeah, she's not real. You're going to love her. You're going to love every second of her. But you can't fuck her. Oh, the eyes, the tongue, all that shit. And people.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. Actually, I'm trying to think of who was your Hollywood, fictional or real, as a person, like crush when you were a kid? What was the first time you saw and you were like, oh my God?
Yo, when I
That's-
saw, all right, cool. So fake people, it was Jasmine off Aladdin.
Oh my God. Yeah.
When
yeah,
I saw her,
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
like this shouldn't exist. Like this is so why is this so sexy?
I bought a carpet. I was like, I'm going to go buy a
You-
carpet. I
you
want to
went
take
to-
her on a ride, man.
You
I went to a
into an actual
Persian carpet store, Persian rug store. I had to go buy a carpet. I was like, in case I meet this chick, I got to be ready.
Oh man, I need these patterns. They have to. I have to get these.
I got to match the patterns from Aladdin. Otherwise, she's not going to want to fly on this carpet with me.
Yo,
Aladdin. So Jasmine from Aladdin.
Jasmine, but
What about real?
real people? Queen Latifah was my first crush.
That was your first crush?
My first crush.
Wow.
Now, to find out that she's not playing, our side is crazy. Just like Raven Simone, you know what I mean? It's like there's no hope there.
Switched it up, and
It'd be just like Doja Cat. Like I know that I can't get what you can get with Doja Cat.
No.
but
No.
yes you can. Yes
No,
you
no,
can.
no.
No, yes you can. Yes you can.
She did an episode of Dave where they fake fall in love, and Dave wouldn't even let me meet her. That was it. They didn't even let me meet her. He was
Because-
afraid
Because
that I
he
would leave
knew.
my family for her.
I know. He knew that you would. He knew that if you would have been next to Doja
That's
Cat,
right,
it would have been
Dave.
a fucking rap.
It'd have been over.
But I don't know why Lil Dicky would cock block But
No.
I get it. Okay, because he was trying to get it.
No, he was
himself.
in love. He was in love.
Yeah,
He was in
like,
love.
but she doesn't like me.
She doesn't like you.
She doesn't
No
like
chocolate.
No,
She wants
doesn't-
peanut
she
butter,
doesn't
vanilla.
Like, she likes cookies and cream more than she likes just the Hershey regular.
Yeah, but I'll take the
bar.
cookies in my cream. That's fine. At least I have some cookies in there.
Hey,
I'll take it.
I'm just letting you know, even and your redhead, you probably have even
A little bit of
bigger
cookies. I got a little bit of cookies in there.
Yeah. You got the
Redheads
Chucky
are cookies and
Finster.
cream.
They're ready.
It's just got a caramel swirl. That's all that is, man.
But if I ever do put on white face, I'm going after Doja Cat.
Yo, let's get you in white face,
Hey, man,
bro.
Let's do it, bro. Eddie Murphy did it. I could do it too. Yeah. No bullshit.
Yo, when you did White Famous,
Oh yeah.
what year was White Famous? Because you were on,
2017.
yeah, you were on Showtime. We were on Showtime with that show, that I'm Dying Up Here show, and I think we had shot. Where did you shoot? You shot. I'll pull this cord towards you, by the way.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where'd you shoot? Where'd you shoot?
It was where did we shoot? We were in Burbank. We were in we
so
were
you
in
had it
Miracle
nice.
Mile.
You had it nice.
Wait, where the fuck did you shoot?
Because we were both Showtime employees,
Absolutely.
and we shot at the Culver Stages by the river, bro. And you want to talk? And I was like, "Are there other Showtime shows here?" And they're like,
no,
not really." And I was like, why do we have to shoot here? And they were like, this is how it goes. So we shot in these 3 stages down there by the river. And I remember they had said to us, like the first year we were down there, they had said, Shameless season 1 shot there.
Shameless.
And I was like, hell yeah, that's
Jesus.
cool.
Season 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But then, then they got to shoot on location. It was, dope and beautiful. And they got to move around. Then they shot some in Chicago. And I was like, when do we get to move out? And they're like, you don't. This is it. Because you guys were on the air at the same time, and you guys were shooting, all over the city, and it was.
Dude.
It was just so. My experience with Showtime was not bad. It was just different that we shot in this like grungy. It was weird stages. We were like, the let's not talk about it stages.
I learned from that show that at the end of the day, and this I hate to switch this shit, but I have to say this. Own your product, produce your product, write your product.
Sure.
And have all the power over it. Because if there's other people that are involved, 9 out of 10, if anything goes wrong, the show will go away like this.
It's gone.
There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do.
Right.
So after that show, I was like, yo, I don't want to do another show without being a actor, producer, director, and writer on the show.
You want it all.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
Because it is so important, especially when you have a show like that. If the producers don't like each other, it's not going to work out.
Oh yeah.
You can only
And there's
do
30 of them.
30 producers.
You're like, how many dudes are on this fucking Friday?
And you can only do as much as you can as the artist and the actor.
Sure.
But
True.
you have to own it. Like I look at Donald Glover, I look at Issa Rae, I look at what is the young
Quinta's done a great job with her show. That
Abbott
Elementary.
Yeah, I'm fucking the Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because she's a writer, executive producer, and star of the show. I mean, I don't know if she directs. I don't know, but I mean, that's another example of like the rise of multifaceted, talent owning people.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, you want some more? By the way, you want some more songs?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'll put some more in there.
I was
love
like,
it.
yeah, I'm a little dry right here.
Yeah, let me get you.
Been talking a little shit. I don't even see the camera no more.
But that is the big rise, right? That's the new rise of like you have to do all the shit. Because if you don't do all the shit, then you're right. There is a power struggle that I think people at home. It's not boring anybody, I hope, but it is a
They
different.
don't know all the
people
different
don't understand that
constituents,
there's so many people that are involved on the one thing
Yep.
that go down this line, and then that's who gets to make many of the decisions. So when somebody goes, "Why did that show turn out that way?" It's like, well, dude, there was 50 fucking people voicing their opinion about one thing.
Yep.
Which imagine doing that. Go to your fucking friend group and say, go to 50 of your. Well, you don't have 50 friends. Go to 10 of your friends at home, and say, yeah, and say, I want to go bowling tonight, and see. 4 of them go, maybe I could go bowling, and then 3 go, fucking bowling. I don't want to bowl.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then 3 of them go, I want a bowl. It's like you'll get so many mixed emotions trying to do one fucking thing. It's so that's why I say, and I've said this for years and years on this show. I've never been not to kiss the ring that much because who cares, but I've never been able to express to people how amazing it is to make an episode of TV like SNL does in a week. It's impossible. People don't understand. It's actually impossible. It really is. So when somebody's like, I don't like it or that sucks, and it's like, okay, man, fine. Also, it's fucking impossible. Because when we shoot Dave or scripted television, it takes so long and it's so much work to make it even happen. I'm always impressed. I'm always impressed because I'm like, dude, this thing shouldn't be. What you see shouldn't be. Truly, it's impossible to make a live television show in 4 days, 5 days.
You're working at a job where, first of all, you have to audition for your job every week.
What a fucking nightmare.
Bro.
Like I have so many weeks off a day where I'm like, dude, I'm mailing it in. Where I'm like, I've got a few lines in this episode. I can chill the fuck out.
You got to audition for your job every week, and you have to prove yourself every week that you're funny. You're only as good as the last show that you've done. And if you weren't in the show, then you ain't shit.
Wow, it's fucking hard. That's tough.
It's crazy. I guess that's the charm of it.
A little bit.
But at the same time, it's super arduous for people to go through that type of ring. It's fucking crazy. Like,
it's endless, right?
And you're making, and like you're saying, you're creating a show from scratch every week. It's not like there have been scripts that have been written months, years before.
Right.
This is every fucking week. It's some new shit.
New shit.
And if it doesn't connect to the consciousness of the public, then they have a fucking problem with it.
Right.
And they think they know every single detail of it. I'm like, yo, I will watch people critique the show, and I'm like, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's almost like when you see them, when you hear them critiquing, you're like, you're critiquing the wrong thing, man. You're like, I have some critiques, but it's not the thing you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Because you're lost in this other space of like, you know what I didn't like? You're like, what?
Because I would have done it. If I was on the show, I would have done it like this.
But here's the thing.
By the way, you know what you just did?
What?
That's the Eddie Murphy white guy voice.
Is it?
Identical. It's identical.
Really?
The banana on the tailpipe.
Such a fuck.
Such a. Yeah, you're right.
That's it. That's exactly what he used to do.
You put a banana. What do you put a banana on the tailpipe?
When you grow up watching motherfuckers, they just become part of your fucking nucleus.
Yeah, but that's amazing because every time that white dude voice that he did.
Oh, watch out! You put a banana in the tailpipe, Billy. Yes, we'll have lunch. Let's have lunch.
Yeah, that's it. Give me your white guy. Give me your white guy that isn't that guy that actually sounds like me, just like a regular ass white guy from.
I would say probably John Mulaney. I would say John Mulaney sounds like 95% of the white folks to me.
Not, I'm just joking, but
oh yeah,
but yeah, There's okay, this is a generic voice.
He does have that. He does have that voice.
It's him,
but it's very direct. It's that.
It's
that.
Almost John Lovitz.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because Lovitz had that. Yeah, that thing.
The pockets are different.
Yeah, the pockets are different. That's what you find, right? You find little pockets when you're discovering a new impression.
Yep.
When you do it. When you find someone new that you want to do, or you find someone that you like, that you hit, that you're like, oh, I got it. Is it kind of like that little moment of clarity? Is it like the, ooh, shit, I found it? Like, do you have like a little moment, or is it just a slow build?
When there are people that I've been trying to crack for months or whatever,
yeah,
and like I said, eventually I end up cracking it. But when I do crack that person, or I get that whatever the fuck they get, I'm like, ooh, that's it. You know what I mean?
You feel it.
Like a little glitter. You know
yeah, a little
mean?
bit of glitter.
Right,
like when you do it live on stage.
Oh, fuck. It's so different. It's so different live on stage than it probably would be on a television show or anything, because like I'm in the character.
Yeah, you live in it.
I can literally be there. I mean, of course there have been television shows that have showcased that total submerge into a different character, total possession. I would say Steve Harvey did a great job at that. I would say some Ellen shows I've done have been great at that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they're probably 90% of what, 85%.
Yeah.
Especially if you want me to do them quick. 'Cause
Yeah,
I have
snap
to-
it out. Right, because you have to tune into something in your brain. You have to disappear into it.
Yep.
That's tough.
So,
That's
yeah.
wild. It's a blessing, dude. It's a great ability. It's an amazing talent that you've cultivated. And then from natural instincts and blessings, you've tuned into it. You've honed in on it. You've worked to be able to access it, which is, it's almost impossible. It's so strange. Like almost no one can do that kind of stuff. People can't do an impression of themselves.
No.
If you were like, do yourself, how do you sound? What do you do during the day?
Yo, I can't wait for the person to really crack Jay Pharoah and do me, because it's not hard, but it's like nobody picks it up because I use my home voice probably 50% of the time.
My home voice is so funny.
You
should do a show called My Home Voice.
Hey, man,
The moment you leave the house, you're someone else. But at home, we just get you. But the moment you walk out of that door, you become whatever it is you become.
It's Will Smith until I pretty much get to the normal guy, which is
right.
God dang, Santino, can I do this shit right now?
Yeah, that.
Hey, bruh.
That.
Like this is how I really sound.
Yeah. But the Will Smith just it's always in the back of your mind.
Always. Because people always say that you sound like him without trying. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, I know what that means.
I get it, but
yeah. Like it's there. It's still it's like Will Smith undertoned. There's like undertones of the Will Smith.
I think it's just being articulate.
Sure, the way you speak is has similar cadence. There's similar like inflection that you do that's like him, and you do smack around people that talk about your fucking wife.
Yeah, special people. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Smack special people.
Smack,
yeah. That's what he did. He smacked somebody on the spectrum. Yeah.
It was kind of wild to watch Rock's special. I watched on the plane on the way back from Australia. I watched Selective Outrage. That's what it was, right?
Did you like it?
You know what's interesting? It's like, and of course I deflect because the answer isn't immediately yes, right? Like,
I want to pick your brain. I want to know what you're
truthfully, like it's easy to be like, yeah, I like that, but I liked a lot about it because I love rock. But what to me was ironic, and I mean I'm probably wrong, and he'd probably be like, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Was I feel like when he touched on the Will thing that obviously people were wanting to hear about. It just didn't feel like he was all the way there. In a weird way, I was like, I thought you would, not like I wanted some great bit about it, but I thought he would have a different...
thought he would go in more.
Yeah, a viewpoint that I didn't think about or feel about. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying the joke writing was phenomenal, and it's a great special. I just was like, I thought I was going to uncover something with him on that special about that moment that dynamically will change his life for the rest of the time. I mean, it'd be like Hannibal not talking about Cosby ever again. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's unfortunate that your attachment is to that forever, but it's a fact of life. The fact of comedy is like.
I mean, maybe Chris Rock already felt that Marlon Wayans touched on it enough. He didn't need.
He didn't need to say
he didn't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Marlon did a whole hour on the smack.
Yeah.
And how it was significant to him. But it was a fun special.
No, it's a good special. There's something I guess that my anticipation was built up, being like, I wonder what the fuck he wants to say about that.
And he didn't fulfill your
in a selfish
wounds.
manner. It was bullshit. It was my own like I really wanted to hear so much about it. But then him talking about his daughters and his personal life, that version was great anyway. So like the special was still great. But, you know, Don't smack people.
Don't smack special
Also,
people.
punch them if you're gonna hit somebody. Punch them. Don't fucking smack them.
Yeah, but don't punch or smack a special person. This man has literally talked about how he's on a spectrum. Like
and that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't you smack or punch any comedian that you see. And if you're gonna go see a comedian, go see Jay Pharoah, who is on tour.
Yep.
As we speak. He's got 1 million dates. You can go look at all of the 50 cities he's going to or
Yep.
whatever.
And who has been attacked on stage.
It's been attacked on stage, and it
as
won't
the
happen again.
aftermath.
And it won't be fucking happening again. What's your website? Is it just jaypharoah.com?
It's jaypharoahworld.com.
jaypharoahworld.com. The link will be in the description below. I appreciate you so very much for doing this with me. We end the episode the exact same way. You look into that camera right there, and you say one word or one phrase that's going to end the episode. This is how we close out. So this is how we do it. You got to let me know one word or one phrase. That'll be cemented in history for the rest of the time. When you're ready, go ahead.
Look out for street meat, people.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.